What is up, my fellow Civ 6 enjoyers? My name is Civ Extraordinaire, and we are continuing on with episode 3 in the classical era as the Maya, and I think we wanted to get this observatory completed out. We did that last episode, but I mean, I usually just have to reload the same turn. It's not that big of a problem, but I always love completing the observatories and kind of capping that off. However, I think we wanted to get something done with our settler here. We have a barbarian camp to the west, and that is going to be a bit of a hindrance for us. It is the Bear Tree Camp. I always love these unique names for the barbarians, but we wanted to get some kind of settlement over here, and we will be indeed doing that. Not only will we get a settlement, but we will also kill this barbarian tribe, since cities adjacent to barbarian tribes, I believe, unless it has been changed recently, they eliminate all barbarian camps adjacent to that city center tile. So one interesting thing, though, is that you cannot buy out barbarian camps with your city tiles, so that is something to keep in mind. We will see, though, just what we can do. I think we're also working towards a non-sea, so let's try to get that done. Heroic Tales is kind of expensive, so we want to see what we can do in the meantime. I guess the what is it? The government plaza isn't going to be as important, though, just because as the Maya, we already get free builders, so I don't know. We'll save that for later, but let's just go ahead and get some watermill, maybe. I don't know if we need a builder. You know what? A builder could be a good idea. We didn't get a builder in our capital, so that doesn't count for the first city since we are settling the capital. Though we do have a pretty cool palace here. I think it's using the Incan model, though this might be a unique model. I'll have to see. Anyhow, we'll get a military tactics or military training, and then we will advance and try to get past the scout and slinger. The slinger shouldn't be too hard to survive. We have the Hul'Che, and they are quite a bit beefier since they have how much? Strength. Yeah, 28 range strength. And they can probably just kill that guy outright. So we have our observatory here. This should be +3 science too. Yeah. And our science is just really already surpassing our rivals here, even at a mortal difficulty. And I think I was going to keep this cow, though I could get a commercial hub too. That wouldn't be a bad idea. And then maybe I could even build some farms here later on. We'll have to see. But anyway, let me get a commercial hub here by the river for the bonus. Since I do want to get some more gold, I'm only at 24 per turn. Ideally, I can start buying out some city center buildings for the Maya, which is going to help because if you guys have not watched my previous episodes, you can, first of all, check them out in the playlists. I think I linked it below or in the thumbnail over here, or the cards, video cards. But we lose housing. We don't get our standard adjacency for our housing, unfortunately. So we are still working towards a great profit, though. And hopefully we can get a temple that can kind of alleviate that. Anyhow, speaking of which, let's just get a granary here for that housing. And Mirador should be doing a lot better now. Okay. So the observatory. All right, this turn is taking a bit. But it looks like they have... Uh-oh, that is a legion. We're just going to need to skirt around this then. Legions are very, very powerful. Not only do they possess the ability to build forts, I don't think the barbarians can even do that with them, but they are also stronger than the base swordsmen, I believe, just by a few points, but it's still significant. You want to buy my sugar? I'm fine with that. I'll give you the 30 gold per turn and the horses, and that should also please his agenda. We're also going to get a trade deal from Teddy, and he's going to trade us some iron and some gold. Frankly, I don't really need the... what is it? I don't need the iron because I have a source right next to my capital, but he's willing to trade me a surplus. Nice to see the AI is more or is less reluctant to trade away their strategic resources, but I still need that gold, so we'll take the 5 per turn and then that lump sum, and that should allow us to buy out some city center buildings quite soon. Okay, and this should be +4 now. Looks like there's a giant hurricane over there. Just missed our capital, or not our capital, our new city of Tikal, which we also founded last episode. And it is not getting a builder, unfortunately, so we're going to need to get something up here quite soon. We might want to get some plantations down with Maui if we can do that too. Though I think we need to build up a bit better of a faith economy. So let's get a horseback riding. We don't really need shipbuilding. We can get that later. And let's go to market here in Palenque and get a granary in Tikal. And then let's also, we don't really need a suzerain in Mitla. Though it looks like someone was ascended from the, some kind of barbarian ascended from Lahore. Either that or the city-state was already there. Interesting. That is very interesting. Though, I think we should probably go ahead and start settling down here. I can probably fit a city where, right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just see my tiles here, my lens view, that is. Okay, so maybe a city right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be good. That'd still be in range of my capital. And possibly another city over here, though it's not going to be in range of my capital, of course. So I'll just have to see how that goes, though I can probably make use of the tobacco here and see where that takes us. Alright, getting attacked, unfortunately. And it looks like the Legion is attacking our capital, though we're not going to be suffering any combat fatigue. And not combat fatigue. We're not going to be suffering any damage to our capital because the Barbarians can't, of course, take our capital. So actually, let's get the Hul'Che while we're at it. We're going to need to protect them. And looks like this guy is kind of cock-blocking us. That is unfortunate. Okay. So these guys are just screwing around. That's not too fun. I don't want to be cornered over here. So let me buy this out. Let me also just use my boulder charge over here, though I guess that's being taken. I'm saving this guy for later anyway, but I'm kind of worried about my current situation here. I should probably get a Hul'Che and then their range strength, especially since they're getting a buff for being in the vicinity of my capital, should play a role in kind of helping me out here. So I'm going to move you over here, try to navigate back over here. Pray that they don't pillage my wonderful tile of marsh here. And that is from the Wetlands mod, for those of you wondering. I don't really include too many UI overhauls or gameplay overhauls, but the Wetlands mod is just one of those mainstays that I find really spices up the game without changing too much in terms of Civ overhauls, which is great. Allows me to see some new just gameplay combinations and stuff like that without being too much of a drastic change to the base game. So that is great. Okay, he somehow captured my unit here, which is extremely unfortunate. Though I can pelt you here with a city. I probably should. I thought he was taking a penalty from the marsh terrain there. Let me get a Hul'Che. I finished building the market there. Can I buy one out? I can, so I'm going to buy that out. I'm also going to get the unintentionally get the inspiration for machinery there. And then I'm going to need to move over here. Hopefully the legions, yes, looks like they've moved north to my other city of Palenque, which is much more fortified, and they can actually take that one, so I need to be a bit careful. But I'm going to go ahead and get Heroic Tales, and let's get a library over in El Mirador. We can also save up some money to buy, I don't know, maybe we buy some, okay, I'm fine with this envoy slot for now, but maybe we can buy some, builders or something. Improve the cattle and the stone there, as well as possibly the tobacco. I don't think that's within the city range, so I'll have to probably exploit that with the city down here. So that's still fine. Our observatories are very potent anyway. Okay, I can't shoot you there. Okay, I'm going to need to protect my... okay, I'm still impeded by the marsh here. I'm going to need to protect my city there with the... what is it? Let me just defend here real quick. I'm going to need to protect my city with the Hul'Che there. So, let's get an ancient walls here since I'm kind of defending anyway. And after that, I think we can probably go for a builder. I want to also get a market here, and that should increase my gold production. Because I think the base first tier of buildings, like the library and the markets, those are classified as +1 for, or +4 for the respective yields. And let me send this to Palenque. And then after that, I think it increases by intervals of either 1 or 2. So let me get machinery. Let me also shoot you, of course. Let me shoot you here. Just move over here and shoot the Legion. But yeah, they can really take a hit. And I'm going to also shoot you over here. Okay, they are unfortunately being shielded by the jungle here. Okay, that was close. We also have a nice little river flood there. And let me just heal in the city real quick, grab my promotion, and then I think I can advance with this guy over here, and I can shoot him. So we'll do that. We're going to get a huge buff since we are in our territory. And I'll also grab this builder who foolishly wandered right back near the capital. It seems people are loving to pillage my builders nowadays. So that guy's going to take my observatory, isn't he? Oh, okay, he didn't actually. He foolishly went for... I was going to say he could make some 6 science there. It's not going to matter to a barbarian, but he could still get some 6 science there by pillaging the observatory. Thankfully, he went for the Hul'Che, which is a foolish mistake. And I'm going to send my guy back here. I'll kill you off so I can move with my Hul'Che here. And, okay, you actually survived. That's kind of impressive. So I guess we'll just finish him off there. But, yeah, the legions can really take a hit. And then you can rest there. And then who do we have to shoot here? Okay, this guy. He should be dead next turn with our city walls and then the Hul'Che. And then hopefully we can take out this very, very annoying barbarian camp that somehow just popped up right next to our city. Okay, he took my thing again. God damn it. I keep thinking the marsh is going to hinder him. But apparently the marsh is not, or the swamp is not so marshy, so whatever. I guess that doesn't make too much sense. But we should still be able to capture him anyway. Kind of got him in a checkmate position. He can't move on to the sugar, though he might be able to move on to the floodplains here. So I'll have to see. Okay, we have a slinger here. And they're just really going all out for my capital. Okay, Ethiopia. Thank you. He might be a bit of a challenge to kind of beat here, though. So I'm going to have to see how good his faith is and how good of his start is. Because usually faith generation with Ethiopia really depends on how gamey their start is. But yeah, I can grab you. Thank you. This is the second time this has happened, god damn it. But yeah, with Ethiopia, I find their start can kind of be gamey. It depends on their hills, just like the Inca. I mean, theoretically, you could have like flat tundra with the Inca. Though thankfully, their start modifiers are a lot more forgiving, just all around, especially with the Maya, thankfully. I'm finding I'm restarting a lot less. And let me just move you in front of here. I can't hit that archer, unfortunately. Okay, but I can hit him here, so let me just do that and finish him off. And I might have to end up taking this barbarian camp out manually instead of just settling it out. So I guess I get more inspiration that way, but a bit disappointing. You kind of have to micromanage that camp there. Kind of wish they'd change how their spawns are working. So let me just rest there with the builder. I don't think I have another heroic tale just yet. So we're working on one here. Let me get a water mill, or maybe I can get just one more builder. Start chopping out things and improving these tiles over here. And then by that time, hopefully we get Maui or something. Hopefully. Looks like we're also heading towards a Dark Age, unfortunately. So we just need 3 more era score. Maybe we can take that Barbarian camp. Though I know some people love to game their... okay, that's looking pretty good there in Nalanda. Some people like to game, though. I was getting distracted by those juicy science yields. Some people love to exploit and kind of game around Dark Ages and turning them into Heroic Ages. I'm not really one of those people because I find usually one inspiration is overkill. So, or like going for, not one inspiration, going for 2 or more inspirations like with Heroic Ages. Heroic Ages provide 3 is kind of overkill. I usually don't like to do that just because I can kind of be a bit gamey, but to each their own. You can do, okay, finally we got a Nancy. Did anyone claim you? Okay, thank God. We can grab a Nancy immediately then. I don't need to use Heroic Tales here, so we found a ton. God, there's an annoying bird outside my window. But we can find a ton of... we've already found a ton of heroes, so I guess I kind of lost my trail of thought there. But let's grab a Holy Site. I know there's great profit points anyway. I don't want to chop that jungle out, though, do I? I think I'll go for the jungle, actually. Though I should probably get a builder, so let me actually just go back here, do some chopping, do some improvement, and kind of at least manage that production a bit better, and then maybe I'll get some trade routes after that, but we are a bit far behind on the Great Prophet area. Thankfully, I've expanded religions installed, so that allows me to get more religions. Aside from that, it adds a few more Pantheons, and then there's just more fun to manage and play around with that. Okay, let's get you, and then shoot this guy. Double shoot him, actually. He's still shielded by the forest, unfortunately, so... Okay, I gained 60 gold. Actually, I could use this guy as the Maya, especially if I need to grab luxuries, so... Let me just see. Are there any specific good luxuries I'd love to grab? You know what? Actually, there are. I think I'd probably like to grab this one. Though, I'll probably get that with another city. Who is over here? That is a really weird tile. Okay, that's actually Paris. So Paris is fairly close. We didn't know where they were before. We do now. So let me just buy some of these tiles and try to get a better view of what's going on. Yeah, we have some tiles over here. Interesting. We have some tiles over here. I'll probably just buy that out just so I'm not threatened by any cities, because I know the AA loves to settle shitty cities. That's kind of their theme. But I'm going to grab a temple in, where's that? Palenque. I'll also just keep you on standby, and just in case we need to grab anything over here, we can do so. And there's also a great sugar tile here that we can settle on later. Okay, I'm kind of hesitant to grab tiles because I need Maui still to kind of pump, what is it, luxuries into those tiles, so I'm just going to be a bit more careful with that. But Ancient Walls in El Mirador is not a bad investment at all, I don't think. So we also managed to avoid a Dark Age, which is great. Okay, and I'm going to kill, I think, this guy. Of course, I'm not going to move my builder right in front of the Legion. That is a stupid mistake I've made tons of times. But, okay, one more shot. These guys are super tanky. Thanks to the forest, but still, man, they can take a hit. And let's move you onto the iron. I think we get a Eureka for that. I'm also going to need to improve the chocolate, so I'm glad we got this guy out. And then I'll keep this guy on standby for the extra farms. And then I can get, what is it? A Nancy here. It'll take a while, so let me focus towards production. And that'll get me 15, and that should be 2 turns shaved off. Which is very good. Let me also grab a builder here. Okay, our gold is looking a lot better. We were like 20 per turn a few turns ago, like 5 turns or so ago. And now we're doing a lot better. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move you here. I could probably just shoot and kill, though I want to clear some space out. So let me shoot you here. Move you here. And let me grab my religion finally. I'll also improve this. That'll help with my production of Anansi here. I'm going to find my religion. And then hopefully we can proselytize and stop Buddhism from spreading. It has been very, very potent. It's even our capital's majority religion just by a slim margin. So what do we even want? I haven't even been thinking of a name. I've been so preoccupied with these damn barbarians. But what is even a good symbol? Maybe we'll just go for a safe vanilla term like science spam. Since we are... Yeah, science spam is fairly safe. Maybe I was going to go for something more controversial like child sacrifice. But, I don't know if I'm feeling sacrificial today. Anyhow, we don't need the amenities. Let's just talk about the Pantheons real quick. I don't think we really need any amenities. We don't really need any extra culture. Though the production from the faith could be good. I think that would be a nice bonus. Production equal to holy state adjacency. Yeah, we're not going to get too much faith, and our faith will probably use for extra builders during golden ages anyway. We'll just save that up. So let's just get work ethic. It's the only, just through process of elimination, it's not the best. Since we're not like Russia or Jungle with our insane synergy bonuses there, but it'll do. Let's also get something for housing, maybe. Though I think our farms are probably pretty good for housing. I just haven't built too many of them, which is why I'm seeing those effects. We don't really need Diplo favor. I always go for cross-cultural dialogue. I think I want to mix it up just a little bit. But for now, I'll think about the Pantheons. Let me get maybe the Serapeum, since we are going to be low on production since we're chopping things out, and that extra science will help. I think that's also a new building, though I'm not too certain on that. So let's just get this, and then we'll also just spread our religion out for science spam. Kind of in the name of the game, we just need to spam settlers, or religion, and then some of our science. Okay, though we only have enough for 1 missionary, maybe 1 or 2. I take that back. Yeah, 370, so I think like 1 more. And then, of course, they're going to pump out another legion. So let me move this guy back here. I'll move you here. That is extremely annoying. Yeah, that is just going to be a pain in the ass. So let me keep you on here on standby. I'm going to move... What is this? Ooh, I need natural philosophy. Let me get this for the +10 science, and I think I'm fine with the rest of my policy card slots, so we'll be fine there. And we should be able to get to maybe +100 science per turn, which is pretty good for, what is this? Almost at turn 125 by then. So let me move over here, spread this religion. Okay, we're already down to neutral territory. And then I think with my next 2 charges, which will be about the end of this missionary's lifespan. We should be able to convert Wat Kabnal slowly but surely. Okay. I might have to skip out on settling over there for now. The city-state is rapidly, or Barbarian camp is rapidly converting to a city-state. So let me just get this dairy up. Let me also get the Serapeum, and I can't really get a Nazi over there. I can't get him over here, which is weird because it's much faster over in this city, which does not have as much production, I would think. But let me get that. What do we want here? We could probably afford another hero. So, you know what? Since we're cutting through so many barbarians, I think it's probably a good idea to get another hero. And speaking of heroes, it'd probably be more thematic to get Hunahpu and Chipalanque, especially since we are low on units. And I'm a bit afraid that France will go for a bit of a progressive push here, aggressive push. That we are friends with them. I almost said friends. That would not be too grammatically correct there. But I think we're good with Portugal just closing them off. There's also another Barb camp here, which would be kind of funny to see two city-states clustered side by side. But Portugal has only gone with 2 settlements for now, and, funnily enough, not only do they lack mountains, at least in a significant quantity, but they also did not get a coast, which is really shitty for them. So seeing a landlocked or northern coastal Portugal would kind of be funny, I've got to admit. Anyhow, let's get military tactics. I don't need shipbuilding just yet. I am still landlocked, despite criticizing Portugal for being so, but at least I have an excuse. I'm the Mayans. I hate water, so that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. But, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we could go with 5 here. Should be okay. Kind of maximizing my yields here. Yeah. I'm just trying to see maybe how far I could spread these out. Of course, I'm going to be overlapping a bit since I'm so close to my capital. So I think maybe this would be a good spot. I could always chop this out for a really good holy site, or I could also get that over there. So that's always an option. But let me build over here. Okay, I've got the dairy down. I just need to, I think, chop this out for a farm, and then maybe I'll chop that out. That's also going to help with speeding up our production of Hunahpu and Chipalanque, the hero twins. Also, I think the only hero that is really like 2 heroes. So, let me just settle here. Great, we have Koba, and we also got a bonus for settling next to Sahara Al-Baida. We might even get a golden age, which would be wonderful. So, let me just see if I could buy this Barb camp out. I can't, so let me just do that. And that's going to get rid of them, and it'll allow us to settle another city over here, which hopefully we can do. Yeah, we just barely have enough space for another city, so we're really cramming ourselves here. So we're not going to need Hunahpu and Chipalanque for that city over here, though we can probably use them to take over Mitla, just if we need a battering ram. Though they are pretty well defended, so I'll have to see how well that goes. But they do have a nice plantation here, and I can't really say no to that. So we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. Do I want to settle maybe an observatory right here? I think I might do that instead of going with this, so I don't really need a Nazi after all. Though I can still probably chop these out and get some farms, so I think I'm still fine with that plan of action for the extra science and culture. And I'm also going to go to Watermill here, and then maybe buy a builder out in the future. Let me also get, I'm also getting a builder from this too, so let me improve this. And I could get an amazing observatory right here, +4. And I could also build a farm here. So let me get a granary. Chop this out. And man, we are super slow to grow because we are working Sahara El-Baida. Let me actually work the bananas instead because I don't need that gold or science. We just narrowly missed the golden age there, unfortunately. But we should still be able to chug ahead and maybe grab a golden age next era. We'll have to see. But let me improve this. And let me shoot you. Though I could upgrade to a crossbowman. Let me actually do that. Okay, you can already tell we're like super far ahead in science. But we could get Exodus of the Evangelist, so I think I might do that because I have a ton of cities already, and I've only converted 2. I haven't even converted Wat Kabnal actually. So yeah, we could get potentially 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 era score just by converting these guys, which is probably great. I think that is Exodus of the Evangelist is a bit underrated just because of how quickly you can kind of stockpile your religion, especially if you found it kind of late. So I definitely want to kind of work that out. Though let me get surplus logistics and start sending some more trade routes to the capital. I need to work on my trade system. It is super far behind. And I think I also want to work on some envoys with Bologna. So we have a ton of science city-states. You want to do a swap here, I'm fine with that. I don't really care. Though I guess he really wants my iron, so... Okay. We have chosen player, generates more grievances. Let's vote for Main Elite since he's the only one we're not friends with. I'm not going to spend more envoys than necessary. It also looks like he has a very odd color scheme here. Orange and blue, which I don't think I set him to. But apparently the game has decided that my decisions don't matter, so it's just decided to go with its own jersey since it doesn't like similar jerseys, so whatever. I'm going to go for cheaper missionaries, though, with the faith, minus 50% production, or faith cost for that, so should be good. Let's also grab a farm here, and we're going to send Tunapu and Chipalanque all the way over to Wat Cabnal since we don't have a warrior there. And then, of course, I'm going to build a plantation over in the bananas. And I think it's a good idea to just heal here with the crossbowmen. Alright, sounds like a plan, Stan. What do you want to do next? I think I might buy these tiles out. Actually, I can improve them later on, so I'm just trying to stop this city-state from expanding even more. And... you're kind of low on housing, though that farm should help. Let me get a trader since I've kind of been talking about that. And then I have a ton of trade slots I need to fill. 2 isn't too many, but I'm going to be building some more commercial hubs. So I'll also take this deal. Thankfully, Portugal traded me some horses that I didn't really need. But that is the glory of trade. Even if you get these extra spare resources, okay, I'll vote for that. If you don't find it useful, someone else will. So... let's move you over here, kill this guy. Look at that amazing combat strength thanks to our bonuses with the Maya. And I'm going to move you over to here. We should probably chop that out. And then I think I might need another builder charge. But you're getting a Nazi out. I don't really need to rush him right now since I did decide to go ahead with this chocolate. So I think we planted one of these with Maui. But let me just go ahead and quickly pump out a builder in 6 turns, which is much faster than a Nancy. And then I can build that observatory there. Okay, he's mad I'm settling in the hills. Well, you're going to have to suck that up, buddy. Okay. And I'm also going to need to pump out another missionary here real soon. So, yeah, my faith is declining in Palenque. Facing some rapid pressure here. So maybe I'll use an apostle, get some extra charges here, and some arrow score while we're at it. I'll finally research shipbuilding. And I'm going to get this guy a free legion. And then let me also, I can chop with him too, which is great. So maybe I'll actually just use you over here. I didn't know legions could chop. I only knew they could build. But apparently they can also chop. So I'm going to move you over here. I don't really need an extra builder, but I guess I can still keep him just in case. So let me just switch back to Anansi, pivot. And I'm going to move you over here. Okay, we'll build this plantation here. And we're going to get that extra culture thanks to oral tradition there. Okay. Qin Shi Huang, interesting. Alright, I've always thought he's looked like a hamster. I don't know what it is with his face, but they did a much better job with, who was it, Kublai Khan, who also is Asiatic. So, Hojo's probably is the best Asian model, in my opinion. He looks very clean. But just in terms of like the dimensions of his face and everything. But let's go ahead and get maybe Debater. I don't really need... Ooh, actually I take that back. Indulgence Sponger might be good because I have a ton of unconverted cities. So let me grab that. Looks like Koba is actually converting to our religion. And then I'll grab... what is that? Trader I saw. Though we could probably get a Wonder. That might not be a bad idea with all the floodplains in the city. Itimananki. We could also grab Petra later on, though I don't need it in the city of Palenque, of course. So let's get a trader, and let me improve this for the extra culture. Let me also move you over here to kill the spearman. Wonderful. Immediately we killed him. I'm going to move you back, of course, and then kill you, or try to kill you. And we don't need to chain you. Send this guy back and defend. And then I don't think we have any other uses for this guy in particular. So maybe we can just chop this forest out here and then plant a farm on it later for some housing. And I'm going to swap this, and that should be good to go. Alrighty. Okay, you should be working this banana. I don't know why you're not. Maybe it's taking a while to register that there's a plantation there for the tile. But the management AI in particular for the cities I've always found to be very, very underwhelming, and you really just need to micromanage them at times. So I'm going to funnel my traders back here to Koba. And I think Palenque is, yeah, they're going to produce another turn. So that will be good for us. But let me just take this guy out. Because I do not like that missionary there. So you need to please stop converting my cities. Yeah, I can't unfortunately ask him to do that until he is he's actually done the action. So let me declare friendship with you. Declare friendship with you. We also don't have delegations with them, so let's send them and send them those. Send them those delegations. Send you a delegation. And we are good to go. We also need to send China a delegation too. So there you go. Delegations for everyone. And let's get a campus research grant since we don't have enough science, even though we are way ahead of the AI. I think China's doing pretty well though. So Teddy really needs to work on his science. That is kind of sad. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, I can kind of sacrifice that spearman since he's kind of doing fuck all. So next turn, I think I'll build the observatory, and then after that, we should be good to go. Okay. Thankfully, he kind of fucked off from my science spam capital here with my religion, and we are good to go. Let me move you over here, and I can still attack you. Okay, not a bad idea. Let me also go ahead and get apprenticeship. Thankfully, he hasn't flooded me with too many missionaries here. But let me send my trader back over to Kora or Koba and prioritize some of my science. And I'm also going to get some nice food yields since I'm sending that to my capital and getting some better yields there. I think we'll get send aid, get a little diplomacy there, and I don't know. We don't need send aid here. Let's get a builder. Yeah, we don't have enough science or gold to buy that out. Man, science is on my mind today. But yeah, next turn we should have the observatory built, and then maybe we can prioritize Anansi next episode and kind of get those sweet yields out. So I think I'll send this to, what is it, Palenque or Wat Kabnal. So there we go, and it should be growing at an exponential rate. Let me also put you back here, and I'll put you up here. Try to grab that archer. He'll turn into a Hul'Che, I believe, and then I don't know. We can get a monument. Or actually, we wanted an observatory, didn't we? I'm just worried it'll take a while. Yeah, 14 turns actually isn't too bad, so we'll grab that and then get some more science. And that should be 8, actually, once we're done with that due to natural philosophy. So potentially we're getting up to 20 science when all things are said and done. Let me also kill you here. That'll reduce a ton of religious pressure there and convert you to science spam, as well as grant us some more gold. Though he might have converted to science spam briefly, just for a little bit. So thankfully, it converted Koba, so that's great. Let me send you to Palenque or Wat Kabnal if I can. Okay, can't. So then maybe another trade route would be better sent to, like, I don't know. What's another new city? Tikal. You're kind of struggling here, even though you were founded, like, a bit earlier in the game. I'll chop that, so I'll send you there, and then I'll send Anansi over here. And we can just keep our buddies over here, and they can be bros. So, gonna be a nice screenshot there. That's all I care about. Anyway, let's get an observatory here. Grab that over there. And then I'll finish building the observatory. Then I'll call it an end to the episode just because I love spamming science yields, and +8 observatories are amazing. And then that should be good for the episode. But we also have a Category 5 hurricane. A bit scary there. But we should be able to endure it. I don't think we have any cities on the coast just yet, which is good. And it might not even be heading in our direction. Who knows? But let me send you over to Uxmal. We kind of need to work on our conversions to the east. So one city is even under the disgusting faith of Buddhism, which is not good at all. Disgusting. Though I hope I don't have any Buddhist viewers. I'm just saying it ironically. Anyhow, we need to improve the suite for some extra housing. We are only on what? Yeah, 4 housing. And let me also get ancient walls so for some protection, just in case Portugal tries anything. Let me upgrade you to a pikeman. And I'm fine defending here, and then probably sending another settler out. I'll just skip the turn over here. And we'll just wait over there, defend, and then I'll get to you guys later. So, let me send you to... Yeah, we can reach Wat Cabnal, thankfully. Though, looks like Palenque somehow has better yields than Wat Cabnal. It's closer, so that makes even more sense, I guess. But let's just build this observatory, and I think I'll call it into the episode. We had some barbarian troubles early on in the episode, but thankfully it kind of panned out. At least that keeps things exciting. So, defend here. We need you to heal up as a pikeman, and our tech is just really impressive. I want to check the tech tree real quick before we end and see. It looks like China's catching up, though they are an immortal, so that kind of makes sense. But our science is just so good. Okay, I think I ranked the... my most recent tier list. It should come out in a few days, but I ranked the Mayans in C+ tier, though their science is kind of making me reconsider the ranking, though their starts are still kind of shitty. Kind of is lingering in the back of my mind. I had to restart like 10 times. I've already mentioned it for this Let's Play, but I've had to restart a ton of times for this Let's Play, and it has not been fun to have to kind of micromanage that. But let's get another farm here, some more gold, and we can also buy this tile out here and kind of maximize our farms. So, that should be good for today's episode, but let me just, I promised I'd look at the tech tree here, so, there we are. I don't even know the button for the tech tree. It looks like we're neck and neck with 5 of the other civs. Teddy is super far behind for whatever era, or for whatever reason in his era, and we are working our way towards the Renaissance, so we should be there super soon, thanks to natural philosophy. Let me check my cards again, too. But, yeah, plus 14 science, nothing to scoff at. We didn't get to quite reach, turn 125 with, what is it, 100 science like we promised, but we are quite close with 96 science per turn, and then this provides 8 science by itself, I think. So yeah, natural philosophy, nothing to scoff at, probably one of the best policy cards in the game, just because science is so important, especially in the early game. But Sahara El Baida is helping too, and we're looking pretty good with our Maya Let's Play, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I think I just noticed, looks like they're using the kind of the base design for the salt here for the base of Sahara El Baida. Interesting. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the Let's Play so far. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and also check out the Discord if you're interested. I've linked it in the description below. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been Civ Extraordinaire, and I hope to see you guys later. Alright, peace.